Hello, viewers and my dear students. Welcome to our today's online class. Assalamu alaikum. Students, let me introduce myself first. My name is Ruma Akhtar, Assistant Teacher, English, Pontisila Islamia, Dakil Science Madrasa. Lesson description, Class 9, Subject English, First Paper. Students, let's move on. Have a look here. There are two pictures. Look at the pictures. In the first picture, there is a happy family. The family is eating their meal. In the second picture, we can see a woman. She looks gloomy and she is eating alone. So we can say eating together looks happy. Eating alone looks gloomy. So students, let's move on. You have two pictures. Look at the pictures. Living alone, living with family. So students, which one do you like between the two? Living with family. And students, which one do you dislike between the two? Yeah, that is living alone. So students, our today's lesson is Can you live alone? Unit 1, Lesson 1. Learning outcomes. After we have studied this lesson, we will be able to ask and answer questions, read and understand the text through silent reading, write incidents, participate in discussion. So students, have a look here. Look at the pictures and discuss the following questions. First question, can you live alone in a house? Just think about it and let me know the answer. So students, I hope you have written down the answer on your khata. Now tell me, can you live alone in a house? Yeah, we cannot live alone in a house because if we live alone in a house, we may face some problems. Second question, make a list of the following problems you think you will have if you live alone in a house. For example, having incidents, cooking, etc. Just think about it and let me know the answer. Students, I hope you have made a list of the problems. Now match with me. If we live alone in a house, we may face some problems such as having accidents, cooking problem, lack of security, and loneliness, etc. So, students, let's move on. Now, students, we are going to read the story with the help of pictures. Long ago, a young man lived in a beautiful village. But it was full of problems and sufferings, quarrels, ill feelings, jealousy, and enmity. All are part of everyday life there. So he decided to go to a jungle. So he left his house and went to a jungle to live by himself. There he made a nice little hut with wood, bamboo, and reeds. Ah, how happy I am here, said the man to himself. But one day he found some mice in his hut. The little creatures soon made holes in his blanket. So he brought a cat. But the cat needed milk. In order to supply milk, he had to bring a cow. To take care of the cow, he had to bring a wife. At last, he found himself in a family. So, students, we have just read the story. Now, I am going to teach you some vocabularies. First one is ill feelings. It means bad mentality or bad thinking. এর বাংলা হচ্ছে বিদ্বেষ। Now students, let's move on to next word, jealousy. Jealousy means protectiveness or envy. Now students, you have another word, that is creatures. It means living beings, creation of life. Students, can you make a sentence using the word creatures? I hope you have made. I have also made a sentence using the word creatures. All creatures are essential for environment. Let's move on to next word, mice. You know the meaning of the mice? A group of mice. Mice is plural number of mouse. Can you make a sentence using the word mice? Yes, I hope you can make. Yeah, the mice cut the blanket of Ruplal. Now students, let's move on to next word, that is blanket. It means thick cloth to protect cold. Now students, just make a sentence using the word blanket. I hope you have made a sentence using the word blanket. I also have made a sentence using the word blanket. That is, we use a blanket during winter to protect ourselves from cold. Now students, let's move on. There are some questions you have to answer me. The, the first question is, why did the young man leave his house? Just think about it for seconds and let me know the answer. I hope you answered. Why did the young man leave his house? The young man left his house as he saw that family life in his village was full of problems and sufferings like quarrels, ill feelings, jealousy, enmity, etc. Now students, let's move on to next question. The second question is, where did he make a hut? What did he make the hut with? Answer me. Where did he make a hut? Students, answer me. Yes, he made a hut in a jungle. What did he make the hut with? Yes, he made it with wood, bamboo, and reeds. Third question is, was the man happy in his hut? Just think about it and let me know the answer. So, students, tell me, was the man in his hut? Was the man happy in his hut? No, he was not happy in his hut. Fourth question, how did he find himself again in a family? Students, just think about the question and let me know the answer. How did he find himself again in a family? I hope you just have written down the answer on your khata. Now, let me know. How did he find himself again in a family? Yes, he gathered every necessary things one after another. For example, bringing a cat, a, a cow, a cowboy, and finally a wife who gave birth to children. And all the things are part and parcel of a family life. Thus, he found himself again in a family. Now, students, let's move on to fifth questions. Where and how can a person be happy? Just think about it for seconds and let me know the answer. Yes, students, where and how can a person be happy? Yes, a man can be happy in a family as he gets every necessary things from it. Now, students, let's move on to sixth question pol- or last question. What is the moral of the story? Just think about it and let me know. So, students, tell me what is the moral of the story? Yes, the moral of the story is man cannot live alone. So, students, our questions are over. Let's move on. Now, students, I'm going to give you homework. After your vacation, you will have to submit the homework. The homework is write a paragraph on the problems and comforts of living in a society. I repeat, write a paragraph on the problems and comforts of living in a society. So, students, that's all from my side. I believe that you find the lecture helpful, and if you want more, you can go through Kishore Batayan. You will get a lot of lectures on this type of topic. So, that's all from my side. Thank you.